Hello dear students, today let us start mechatronics subject. In mechatronics, the first unit is mechatronics, sensors and transducers. In this unit 1, today we begin first session. Before beginning the first session, let us see what this unit 1 contains. Unit 1 contains introduction to mechatronic system, measurement systems, control systems, sensors and transducers, performance terminology, and we will see cases each sensor for displacement, for measurement of velocity, measurement of force, sensor used for fluid pressure, liquid flow, liquid level, sensor for temperature measurement, and light sensors. And finally we see what are the factors needed for selection of sensors. And at the end of the each session we see multiple choice questions. In today's session we discuss introduction to mechatronic systems and measurement systems, and in second session we discuss about control systems and sensors and transducers. To begin with introduction, let us see the mechatronics in our day-to-day life. As you are seeing in the images, we are very much familiar with these objects. See, there are tools, computers, cars, fighter jets, high-speed trains, micro-electromechanic systems, consumer electronics like video and photo camera. In not only this, in everyday life, in all the components, mechatronic systems are there. Nowadays, mechatronics has become part and parcel of our life. In each and every component, almost, we can see other components too, other objects. Say, what you can see, there are robots, human-like robots, their intelligence system, electronic components, their interfacing, they are all mechatronic systems. One more image we can see, there is a bomb defusing squad, a person is there, and you can assume that if the bag is kept there, probably bomb is there to dispose. It is dangerous for the human being if it explodes, so robots are used, and robots are nothing but mechatronic systems. Further, yellow pictures you can see, they are pick and place robots. Say there are many objects are coming, as the objects are coming nearer to the robots pick them and place. And here for pick and place robots are used, black objects you can see. So these are the examples for mechatronic systems. Now let us discuss. Before discussion, you can see another example of mechatronic system. What are you seeing in the image? It is a lathe machine. It is CNC lathe machine, computer numerically controlled. So manual lathe machine has become CNC. It is because of mechatronic system. One more image you can see here. One is the milling machine, another is carving machine, where images can be carved over the wood. So these are examples of mechatronic systems. So let us discuss how the mechatronics name and this system evolved. It was in 1969 Japanese engineer Tetsuro Mori coined this word mechatronics. He was working at Asakawa Electric Corporation. The mechatronics word has evolved from two words, mechanisms and electronics. These were cut into mecha and tronic parts and were joined to get mechatronics. So the mechatronics word came. It was 1969 the mechatronics has came, but in 1980s as the technology advanced, so this mechatronics expanded as multidisciplinary engineering discipline. In fact, it was the World War II where modern engineering concepts were evolved, automatic systems were evolved. From there actually electronics and mechanical embedding or synergetic concepts were evolved. But mechatronics were exactly in 1969 coined by the Japanese engineer, and thereafter in 1980s the mechatronics systems were came to market because new computer capabilities were evolved during 1980s. So mechatronics was a small study subject, it evolved into a bigger engineering discipline which involves multi engineering disciplines. So we can say mechatronics has become a stream or a engineering discipline or engineering branch or a course, major course involving mechanical, electrical, electronics and computer engineering to develop the products, processes and systems. What to develop? It is a engineering discipline to develop products, processes and systems with greater beneficial aspects for all stakeholders, whoever involved in this one. In the next slide we will see what a system is, types of systems, we go one by one. See, we see circles, different circles. Say there are mechanical systems, electronic systems, computers and control systems. Involving all these, where subsystems are there, sensors, actuators, system analysis there, system simulation is there, microcomputers, controllers are there. So out of these major systems, mechatronics has evolved. Let us define what mechatronics is. Mechatronics can be defined as synergetic integration of mechanical engineering. What it is? Mechatronics can be defined as synergetic integration of mechanical engineering. It is the integration of mechanical engineering with electrical, electronics and computer control engineering. What for? For design and manufacture. See the words. Mechatronics is the synergetic integration of mechanical engineering with electrical, electronics and computer control engineering in the design and manufacture of industrial products, processes or operations and systems. So this way we can define the mechatronics. Now let us see in a line diagram, through line diagram, what are the basic elements of mechatronic systems in a major way. First is mechanical system itself. It is a basic element. First basic element, mechanical system. Might be it is a machine. As we saw in the previous image, we saw lathe machine, robots, milling machine, and their cutters are there, tools are there, work holding devices are there. Their entire machine is there. We can call it as a mechanical system. In those system, they are connected to sensors two types of sensors are there: digital sensors and analog sensors. Depending upon the system, either digital sensor or analog sensors can be used, or both can be used. And signal from the sensors goes to microprocessor. We call it as a microprocessor system or simply microprocessor for control action. So microprocessor system for control, and this control action, control signal go to for action, though they are actuators. The actuators actuate the mechanical system to do particular task, what the mechanical system has to do. So again, there are two types of actuators: digital actuators and analog actuators. So totally mechatronic system involve four elements. Mechatronic system involve four elements: mechanical system, sensors, microprocessor and actuators. So why the mechatronics is important? As we saw in the images and we are seeing in the day-to-day life, mechatronics has become part and parcel of our life. Mechatronics brings more efficiency. It adds intelligence to the design system, where the efficiency of the system can be improved. It reduces cost. And it became important because of emerging technologies, we engineers, technologists have supposed to use that technology. That is why technology made it is necessary to use them economically. Whatever technology is there, engineer applies them for the society for benefit in an economic way. That's why we can say mechatronics is the outcome of necessity driven by emerging technology, which mandates the encompassing of various fields of engineering disciplines. Now, we use the word mechatronic systems, so let us say system. To the context of mechatronic system, what the system is. So any mechanical, electrical or electronic element or set of elements or group of elements that can give out certain useful outputs under the understandable inputs can be named system. Let us focus on the words. The elements or group of elements or set of elements which are mechanical, electrical or electronic, which give certain useful outputs from where we understand what are the inputs to the system, that can give out certain useful outputs under the understandable inputs, that we understand what the inputs are, can be named as system. So a system has got input and output. We can represent it by a block diagram. See, there is the input and element or set of elements, or might be it is a process, gives out output. So this known as system in the context of mechatronic systems. Let us move further. Some of the examples let us take. Examples of systems. Take one spring system. You can see this is a spring where mouse pointer is moving. You can observe without particle, means the spring, they at the end of the spring, at this end, at the end, one end it is hanging, another end it is a free. Now at a free end, if one weight is attached, say it is a force, say in this side, now as the force is a dark object, say it is a weight is attached to this end, the spring will expand. You can see dotted line, from here it will move up to here. So because of this force, spring expanded. So we can say from this line it is expanded, that is the displacement. So what is the input to this system? This force is the input and displacement is the output. In the block diagram you can see here, spring, force is the input and displacement is the output. So this is the one example. Let us see other example too. Take electrical motor. To electrical motor, when electrical power is given, it starts rotating. We know this. We can represent it by this block diagram. See, this is the motor and input is the electrical power and rotation of the shaft, motor shaft, is the output. If you take case of thermometer, a thermometer or a thermocouple, temperature is the input and number on a scale or EMF shown is the output. These are the examples of systems. So in mechatronic system, to get the data from the sensor, measurement is the very important phenomena, and we should know what the measurement system is. Measurement is an important subsystem of a mechatronic system. Its main function is to collect the information on system status and feed it to the microprocessor for controlling the whole system. Say there is a field devices, say in a mechatronic system, say it is a machine or any process, some events are going on. What is going on? Whether it is a temperature change, whether some displacement is taking place, whether there is a flow, what is happening through the sensor. The data has to be fed to the microcontroller for processing and then taking the action. That's why measuring that phenomena is important. What is happening? That has to be measured in definite quantity. So what are the basic elements of that measurement system? We have to measure what the phenomena is going on, whether it is a pressure, how much pressure is there, how much temperature is there, whether that is a flow or a liquid level. To measure that, we need a measurement system, and measurement system consists three elements, basic elements. One is sensor, which senses and sends the data, and whatever data is being sensed, it is conditioned to make it for use readable format, and whatever is sensed and that signal, whatever signal comes from the sensor, what is sensed, we call it as or the data flow is, we call it as a signal. Whatever information comes from the sensor, we call it as a signal. Say it is a temperature, pressure, whatever it is, in the readable form it comes from the signal conditioner. What the signal, it is conditioned. If it is a very small quantity, it is amplified, then it is displayed. We need a display system. So these are the basic elements of measurement system. We should remember that a sensor, a signal conditioner and a display system. We can represent the same thing in a block diagram. See, in this arrow, quantity being measured. What the quantity we are measuring? Whether pressure we are measuring, or a velocity we are measuring, or a force we are measuring, or displacement, that is the quantity being measured is sensed by the sensor. It sends that signal, the quantity whatever is measured sends to signal conditioner. That information we call signal, and it is conditioned to make it to suitable form so that it can be displayed, and at the display system the value of the quantity is displayed. The basic element what we saw, it is in the block diagram. Let us move. Each elements let us study in brief. What are the sensors? Sensor senses the physical phenomena to be measured and gives an output signal related to physical quantity. Here, the physical quantity is measured and it is transmitted as an output signal. It transforms physical quantity being measured to another form, usually electrical signal as output. See, in a system, whatever the activity is going on, whether there is a variation in the pressure, variation in the temperature, or velocity flow, or any rotation is going on, angular velocity, that is the physical quantity. That quantity is transferred to the signal conditioner as a electrical signal. That quantity is converted into, most of the times, into electrical signal as the output. The output of sensor is input to signal conditioner. The physical quantity is sensed by the sensor and it gives the output. That output is the input to signal conditioner. Take one example. Take one example of thermocouple. Thermocouple, what it is? It is a temperature sensor. It is a temperature sensor in which temperature is input. To the temperature sensor, temperature is the input, and the thermocouple gives out the output in terms of electromotive force, EMF. See, the physical quantity is the temperature, it is the heat. What amount of heat is there in terms of temperature, it is measured, it is the physical quantity, and that is transformed into electromotive force. Thermocouple does that, and that is an output. That EMF is the output, is input to signal conditioner. Let us see signal conditioner in brief. As we saw in the previous slide, that output of the sensor is the input to the signal condition. This unit senses the output signal of sensor and converts it into suitable for action. Let us see. It converts, what it converts? The output signal of the sensor, it converts into suitable for action or for measurable level of signal. Signal should be such that it should be measured suitably, or to take the action it has to be converted, it should be amplified, made into a bigger quantity. So the name of unit which does this work is called signal conditioner. The output from the sensor, that is the signal, and it is converted into form where action can be taken or accurately measured, that is called a signal conditioner. For example, let us take the example of thermocouple only. In case of a thermocouple, EMF, electromotive force, as an output is very small quantity. We know EMF produces very small quantity of electric signal, and it needs to be in readable form and hence amplified to bigger signal. It should be readable. So the amplifier is used there. So in this case, the amplifier is a signal conditioner. This is the second important element of measurement system. First important element of measurement system is sensor. Second important element of measurement system is signal conditioner. Let us move on. The third important element of measurement system is display system. What display system does? it displays the output from the degree signal conditioner. Display unit may be either analog or digital type. So, for example, dial gauge, say if it is a pressure and dial gauge is used, on the dial the indicator indicates what the reading is in the display system. And in the digital type we can see on the LED. So, this is the third important element in the measurement system. So, in this session whatever we learnt, mechatronic system, basic elements of mechatronic system, and then measurement system. Under the measurement system we saw sensor, signal conditioner and display system. Let us review these through multiple choice questions. Now begin with the multiple choice question 1. What are the questions? The word mechatronics is coined from two words. They are mechanical electronics, mechanics electronics. Third choice, mechanical electronics, mechanisms electronics. Which one is the correct answer? Just read once again. The mechatronics is coined from two words. Option A, mechanical electronics, mechanics electronics, mechanical electronics, mechanisms electronics. In all options electronics is there, whereas in another part mechanical, mechanics, mechanical, mechanisms. Say they all look similar, but there is a particular word from there the mechatronics came, and there is not a much difference, but from which words they came, it is important to see. The right answer is mechanisms electronics. Let us move to next question. Regarding definition of mechatronic, what definition of mechatronics says? It is the integration of mechanical engineering with, we know this, with what? Electrical engineering, electronics engineering, computer control engineering, all the above. Answer is simple. Which one? Right answer is all the above. This is a very simple question. Let us move to MCQ 3. Mechatronics is the outcome of necessity driven by emerging technologies. B, embedding multidisciplinary technologies. Outcome of search for efficient, cost effective and intelligent systems. D, all the above. Which one? The answer is all the above. Let us move on next MCQ. We saw in the example of system, in spring system, force and stretching of spring. See, in spring system what we see? One is force and there is stretching of spring end, that is displacement. Or what is the force and what is the displacement, you have to tell. Input and output respectively. Option B, output and input respectively. C, imaginary field applications. Option D, system conditions. What is the right answer? Right answer is input and output respectively. Again, let us review through multiple choice questions. Let us move to multiple choice question 5. The main function of measurement system is to collect information on system status and feed it to the microprocessor for controlling the whole system. The first option. The main function of measurement system is to collect information on system status and feeding it to the microprocessor for controlling the whole system. What B option is? Collecting the information on microprocessor and feed it to sensor for controlling the whole system. Option 3. Measure the output from field sensor for control action. D. Measure the input on system status and feed it to signal conditioner for controlling the whole system. C. Most of the options may appear right, but there is only one appropriate answer, most appropriate, and others are might look right, but most appropriate is the right answer is option A, that collecting the information on system status and feeding it to microprocessor for controlling the whole system. Let us move to next MCQ. The basic elements of a measurement system are a sensor, an actuator, a controller, input, sensor, comparator. C. A sensor, a signal conditioner, a display system. Option D. A transducer, a signal conditioner, an amplifier. Which one? The right answer is option C, that is a sensor, a signal conditioner and a display system. Let us move to next question pertaining to the function of sensor. What sensor does? The function of sensor is to sense the physical phenomena to be measured and controls the physical quantity. Option B is sense the physical phenomena to be measured and amplifies the physical quantity. C. It senses the physical phenomena to be measured and gives an output signal to the controller. Option D. Senses the physical phenomena to be measured and gives an output signal related to physical quantity. Which one is the appropriate answer? The right answer is option D. It senses the function of sensor is to sense the physical phenomena to be measured and gives an output signal related to physical quantity, whatever is measured. Next question, 8th one, pertaining to the signal conditioner. Signal conditioner unit, option A, senses the output signal of sensor and converts it into suitable for action. Signal conditioner. Option B, senses the input signal of sensor and converts it into suitable for action. In the option A, there is the sense the output signal of sensor. In option B, senses the input signal of sensor and converts it into suitable for action. Option C, senses the input signal of sensor and converts it into another form. And option D is senses the output signal of sensor and converts it into electrical energy. Which one is correct? Option A. Signal conditioner senses the output signal of sensor and converts it into suitable for display. We have seen display is also an action, so that's why that is the appropriate answer. Next, move to next multiple choice about the display unit. Display unit displays the output from the sensor, one thing. Another option B is it displays the output from the signal conditioner. It displays the input from the transducer. Displays the output from the field diodes. Answer is simple. Which one is that? The right answer is it displays the output from the signal conditioner. Let us move to the last question. Regarding display unit only, the display unit is analog type, it is digital type, maybe either analog or digital type, none of the above. Think which one is the correct answer. The right answer is maybe either analog or digital type. So dear students, this is about in the first session we studied in general what the mechatronic system is and what are the measurement systems. So in the next session we talk about control system. Till then, goodbye, good wishes to you.